time in Korea. These are lovely looking audience. The best audience I've had so far. I find that it's like scouring people here. I'm looking at faces, I think I recognise a whole lot. It is that people or something. You don't people? I have people. Geez, you don't get any ugly people on people. They would put up a good photograph and put up a bloody celebrity. They put up a picture of me by the end of this week. No, I have a funny story about Bebo actually. I would be a fellow who would tell a yarn. A funny story about Bebo. A friend of mine, he's from Mayo. I heard a few Mayo people in here. We won't hold it against you, don't worry. But this boy is from Mayo, from Castlebar. It's the only place I know when you plug in your mobile phone, the street light is dim. Is it been there? You get no really signal. But no, he says to me, meeting girls is tough. Fellas are telling you, girls, meeting girls is tough too. Sorry, I looked at the fellas when it says meeting girls. This is still like you're in my front room, this is lovely. Meeting girls is tough. And he says to me, Martin, he says, you're a handsome, attractive, funny, intelligent, lovely looking, handsome, funny looking, handsome. Funny fella, sorry, not funny, but I don't tell you what he said. He says, I have a girl for you. He says, I have a girl. I says, who is she? He says, her name is Clara. Now, I'm just telling you, we're all friends here, keep it a secret. He says, her name is Clara. And I says, how do you know? Oh, he says, I know, I've known her years. How? He says, I've actually shown her your Bebo. I have a Bebo site. I've shown her your Bebo site, and she thinks you're cute. The last person who told me I was cute was my mum, and she told me I was the best looking fella in the class. And I was taught at home, so I mean, that's nothing really to compete against. But so this is a powerful audience. Give yourselves a round of applause. He says, she's a freak. Show me this Bebo site where you want to see her. She was a beautiful looking girl. She was like, you girls here, you girls are all lovely looking girls. She was almost as good as you. She was a lovely looking girl. Everything, and not like the girls we have back home. They're either like them Mullingar heifers, you know. All they're lacking is a bell around the neck. Or they look as if they've been hit in the face with a flower bag. You know them ones shot for home in the makeup. But so he says, so anyway, to cut it out, and last time I told this story it was 2.5 hours, so apparently I've only got 10 minutes. But so I sent her a beboder. How stupid is that? It's become a term now, a beboder. And she beboed back, and she, even the way she wrote was lovely. She was a lovely girl. And so I did, and before long, we built a bit of a rapport. And I couldn't get over that this girl was interested in me, and she thought I was cute. So I says to myself, I'm going to make a go of this. And I would have rang her, and she would have rang me, and this built up over 3. Now, I'll keep telling you, she was a beautiful girl. She was a hard girl to get hold of. She was running 8 miles a day. She was telling me. She even said that she worked in Next in the children's department. And she says, do you know? She says she's one of them girls from around Belfast. You know those kind of girls. She says it's awful handy for me because I can still fit into children's clothes. And I didn't know what to make of that, but I thought, I need to know it. But yeah, so that was the kind of her. So we built up this rapport over about 3 months, and we ended up we met after one encounter didn't go as according to plan. She told me she had fainted in class. She was anemic, which to those of you who don't know what anemic it means, you're low in iron. So you learn something from my geeks as well. So she was known, and a fella had to carry her out of class, and she was very embarrassed. You see, you need to know this. This is all backstories. So we met on the. So she couldn't make it. So and a fella, I told you, a fella had to carry her out of class. I need to re-emphasize that point. So the other line will be funny whenever I eventually get to it. If I bloody do get to it, because I'm kind of panicking because I can't remember what I'm supposed to say. So I'll just fill in a little bit now. I know what I'm going to say, so I'm going to take it. So it came to it was just after the New Year. Everybody's kind of saving their money and everything. And I says to her, can't we meet up? Come up to the house. I said, and in fact, we won't go for a meal. Come up to the house, and instead of me picking you up, because I'm a gentleman, girls and boys, I'm not being sexist here. I says, come to task. In fact, I'll drive to you and you can follow me back, and that way she doesn't feel the pressure of me dropping her home. Remember that one, fellas, and she's cut it in your hand. And I'm constantly, and I've even assigned her photograph. You know the way a mobile phone is now, you can assign a photograph to a contact, and they'll give you a ring, and the picture will come up, just in case you forget what the person looks like. And so every time she'd ring me and she'd say, "Oh, meet you tonight, I'm really excited about it." Well, it got to a stage, so to cut a long story shorter, I went and met her. She lived up the Falls Road, if any of you know where that is. It's the kind of place you don't want to go, you know. If you go there in a wheelchair, you'll come out walking. And the other way as well. So I met her anyway, and I'm looking forward to seeing this girl. Because if anybody had asked me if I was in a relationship, I would have said no. She was, do you know what I mean? I'm letting you in, so, you know. So I'm walking up the street, and I'm excited to see her. This is Clara. And she lived in a place called Nanson's. I always remember that, it rhymed with Ted Danson. She lived up Nanson Street. Walk up Nanson Street. She's on the phone and she's going, "Where are you?" I says, I'm just number 24. She says, "I'm number 42. So I walk up and I can see 42 at the peripheral vision. And I'm walking up the road, and Jesus, I'm excited. The butterflies are going, and I think, wouldn't it be funny? Wouldn't it be funny if I pretended that I wasn't me? If I pretended I was somebody else. So whenever she said, "Martin," I'd say, "No." And then I would go, "Oh, come on, he's joking. Come here." She would hug me, we would go home, we would make use of the well-ironed bed sheets. Not that I did. We would watch Dirty Dancing. She would make use of the fact that I got my hair cut that morning. I would cook for her, everything would be easy. I'd say, "So I'm having my babies," and she would be lovely. We'd get married and everything would be just lovely. We'd choose our children's clothes from Next because she would get discount. It just worked out. So I'm walking up and I can see her coming out of the house. There she is. Runs 8 miles. She's a gem. Keep her. So I think to myself, keep your discipline, Martin, keep your discipline. I'm just saying that for when you fill out the cards, you remember the name Martin. Keep your discipline, Martin, when he was on number 6. And I woke up and I see, and I walked past her. She passed my peripheral vision, if you can imagine, if you stay with me here. So she says, "Well, how's you?" And I knew the voice straight away, so I turned. But Jesus, she wasn't like she was in the Bible. Because if she was, she would probably have put on about 10 stone. And had reconstructive surgery and have eaten Clara. And it was inside trying to come out. Just I didn't know what to do. You know, she's like, "Well," I thought, "Well, for starting, I'm going to get my hands around you, love." So I embraced her in the same way you would embrace Saddam Hussein's rotten carcass. And I'm thinking, I have a buffet organised at home. I have food on the disc girl's going to make mincemeat of it. And me as well. I didn't know what to do. I won't tell you exactly what I did. But needless to say, Mayo's a long drive when you've a fat bird following you. I'm only joking. No, hey, whoa. I'm not a fattest, okay? I'm not a fattest. She was in fact the fattest. And what I did, because I wasn't too sure whether this would go down well, so I thought, I'll write it in the song. And I wrote it in the car on the way here. And if you know the words, join in. But if you know the words, you're some kind of mentalist, because as I said, I wrote it in a bloody car. There you go, like Johnny Cash. Oh, jeez, that's not good. Hold on a second. I usually have a person who does this one. This makes all that, "Hello, I'm Johnny Cash." I said this in Belfast, I'll say it again. For years I thought Johnny Cash was the change that grown men put into machines in the toilets. Now I may forget this, so just join me. I'll tell me ma when I go home, the big old girl won't leave me alone. She sounded sweet when she's on the phone, but she's 5'4" and 16 stone. She's pasty, she's pale, she's 5.3 on the Richter scale. She is a-comin' after me. Please, for the love of God, tell me, who is she?